Segregation must be stopped. It must be broken down. We're going on to New Orleans no matter what. We're dedicated to this. We'll take hitting. We'll take beating. We're willing to accept death. Freedom Rider Jim Zwerk from his hospital bed. May 4th, 1961. Today I begin a journey not many would risk taking. I am putting my life on the line to fight for the well-being of my people. People all around America are fighting to desegregate our nation and free us from the evil grip of racism. There have been protests, sit-ins, boycotts, and the new strategy of freedom rides. We will ride around in our buses to gain freedom in all public places. I am one of the 13 passengers on the first freedom ride. We will depart from our nation's capital and make our way to the Deep South. I'm afraid of the violent reactions that racists will have. I am frightened, but I know that it would help show the government and Americans that something needs to be done. I feel pride sitting in the front of the bus, while the whites take a spot in the back of the bus.
Anniston, Alabama, 1961. Riding through Anniston was terrifying. Mobs of furious people made their way on the bus. They took pity on me since I was a woman. Others were beaten and bloodied. Windows were smashed and tires were slashed. To make matters even worse, a bomb was thrown into a window of the bus. Flames burst everywhere, and luckily I got out in time. Birmingham, Alabama, 1961. I have no idea what pushed us all to continue. Although bombarded with the pain and racism, we all wanted to continue in the journey. I guess you could say that the people of Birmingham didn't treat us with the warmest welcome. My fellow riders were hospitalized and injured. At this point, the bus driver has given up and will not continue.
Even with all the violence on these buses, we kept riding relentlessly. We need to show that we aren't going to let that stop us. We want to support nonviolent fight, but it's hard when that's all they were doing against us. President Kennedy was concerned with this violence towards the buses and sent escorts to keep the riders safe. There were helicopters and police cars. The escorts were successful for a while until the president said they were not needed anymore. Then the violence started again. The police came back, this time with tear gas, to guard the buses. It was sad that it had to come to this, that people couldn't just accept us and let us be on our way. I believe our rides helped to convince more people to oppose racism. Attorney General Robert Kennedy fought to end segregation in buses. In September of 1961, segregation was banned interstate travel.